I'm Mark, and that's Coots, and this is our solar powered boat that we built. Thanks for clicking on the video, and let's go take a look. We get a lot of questions about our boat, so hopefully this tour answers a few of them. I almost was twice. Stick around to the end of the video, and we'll post the specs of the boat so you can see everything we got on here.
Started off a lot more simple with just the deck here and the 2 inner pontoons, but over the years, we've added a lot, starting with this cabin, which added a lot of weight. So we had to add these exterior pontoons to give us a little bit more buoyancy, gave us a little bit more room, because if you've seen in some of our other videos, we like to go up and down the river and clear out log jams and trash. So having this access on the sides is quite helpful.
The windows are actually plexiglass.
Should we go to the side that has 2 windows?
Yeah. The windows are actually made out of plexiglass.
In case you couldn't tell, a lot of this boat is in the do-it-yourself vein, including the windows, which Mark and I designed and made ourselves. We made it work, but we have ran into some issues. And by issues, I mean tree branches. That one went right through, did a little bit of damage. This one received a lot more damage. Repairs incoming.
We actually have a Ring doorbell on the boat, and it was a gift from my brother-in-law, and my wife wanted me to put it on our house, and I told her that we couldn't because Coots and I installed it on the boat, and that didn't go over too well.
So last fall, we painted over our deck with this like Tough Grip Extreme.
It gives us a super good grip.
Which is good now, but we are kind of cautious of what summer's gonna be like and bare feet on here. We also did the second deck with the Tough Grip
That we just installed last summer. We can have more space up here and do activities.
The deck paint, the roof, the wall paint, we went all white with everything just to keep the heat down.
Our boat's solar powered, so we got 1,000 watts of solar panels right now.
No rail up here because we go underneath a lot of bridges. We pretty much only come up here when we're stationary and try to keep it safe as possible. This is sketchy.
Oh my.
This is a bad idea.
Custom made ladder. All you need is a 40-year-old extension ladder and a Sawzall. Typically, we have this ladder hanging alongside the overhang here and then held into place with these. Ladder's only a pound or 2, so it's pretty easy for one person to do it if need be.
Normally on the deck we have random tools in case we run into trouble. We got a bunch of garbage pickers.
We also have our favorite tool, the grappling hook. It's like an above water anchor basically. Plus we can pull in and move around a lot of the logs from the log jams that are blocking our paths upstream.
When we get that one stuck, we also have another. We got an extra propane tank on the back for our heater and our stove top thingy. Yes. We also have an air conditioner. That was a great segue.
Right here we have the boat commode.
Hello. My stomach's a little iffy sometimes.
Right here we got the jack to allow us to have internet access when we're at dock, and shore power.
Our motor is a e-propulsion Navy 6.0 Evo.
It's the motor we've been using for the last 2 years or so. We got a whole series of videos on that one, so feel free to check those out after you're done with this one here.
Please and thank you. Like and subscribe. We built this little bench, which also has a bunch of other grabbers, and it's a little storage bench with other tools. We got 2 fishing rod holders because we started fishing.
Check out that video after this video.
You'll have to pardon our dust because we're in the midst of renovating yet again, because normally we build stuff and then we break it or realize that our idea was really stupid and then we have to redo everything. So we're on our like 3rd iteration of the interior. So we just built these benches and we're gonna build backs to them.
It's currently being used for storage. Under here we got more chairs. Under here, I know we have the heater and my hammock, cot, stuff like that. Over here, we've got our magnets for fishing, toolbox, cooking stuff, cooking ingredients, a bunch of Dinty Moore and Chef Boyardee, which makes sense that we have air freshener right here.
We have a removable table that we can take off and actually bring down to this level, so it's going to be a big bed. We think we're going to put in some type of bunk bed contraption, but we haven't really finalized our idea yet. So if you have a good idea, let us know in the comments below.
Up here we got our new fishing rod rack, which was freshly installed. Coat rack over here has my poncho, and I also have this from my army days, and we'll tie that up to be a nice sunshade every now and again. We've got power outlets on this thing. Garbage bag, can bag, bag. This back corner is kind of like the galley corner because we intended to cook here, but we don't.
Here's the air conditioner that I hit my head on. We got a TV that's way too big for the boat, but it's all we had laying around. But we do our editing on there, so we actually make the videos in the boat.
You need one of these for when you do your nighttime adventures out here. Got Arby, the real bird.
More on him later.
Yeah, just go ahead and hold on to your questions there. Got first aid kit and flares here. Fortunately, haven't really had to use anything in there except for tweezers, because you will get splinters on this thing.
We got our paper towel rack up there, and it's nice because it's a one-hand one, so it actually provides some resistance.
And now we're out. Great.
So we can clean our surfaces.
So you just made it a lot more dirty.
Yeah.
We also got some of our random fishing supplies and Mark's son's tackle box.
We're new to fishing and it's really complicated for some reason. We heard about topwater crankbait.
Down here we have all the electric stuff. All of this is electric stuff. Ask Mark for more details.
We have a computer that we do the editing on. We got our batteries. This whole thing's a work in progress, so we're gonna be taking this out and sort of rearranging and getting some drawers and stuff like that. So make sure you subscribe and follow along.
We do have an electric heater that we only run pretty much when we're on shore power because it's pretty hefty drain. We use the propane while we're moving and the electric heat while we're stationary.
And in the front right portion of the boat is our helm that we sawzawed out of our old boat. So it's a little rickety, but we're gonna be upgrading that soon to hide all this. This is more of the electric stuff for the solar panels. We got a computer monitor up here, so we can actually see both things as we're going, which is kind of handy. And for the night cameras that are soon to come. Night vision! Ah!
Obviously, you got the wheel here with the knob to make it easier to make some tight turns. Throttle for, you know, speed of the motor. We have speakers for the radio, but we do have them disconnected. Long story short, they were in the way.
This is actually a radio that I got from an old boat named Hot Tub that was a free boat that wasn't free, and I learned the hard way.
We got various charging ports, so if you ever come aboard, don't even worry about it. We can charge your phone all day. Cup holders for writing utensils, not cups. You got your captain's periscope, binoculars, squeegee. We got our weather display right here, which is hooked up to an exterior sensor right there.
We got our battery chargers for our camera. We got our battery monitor. This thing's awesome. This is like the brain of the system for the solar panels. We got all our switches with our fancy labeling. We got internet on the boat, which is kind of cool. We got the captain cam. We got a Wi-Fi point out here because the cell phone coverage sucks. And that thing ties into it.
Fun fact, I don't know the difference between these two devices.
He's not lying.
And here is our captain's chair. It constantly gets in our way. Typically, it goes here and then gets in the way of that knob.
Yep. Under here, it's a mess.
Oh, hey, you're still here? Well, thanks for watching. And if you want to watch more, you can watch us build this thing in this playlist here, or over here. you can watch us have adventures on this thing. I go this one, Mark might go that one. The choice is yours, and they're both good choices.
Thanks for watching. Bye.
Bye. Bye.